I quit my six-figure corporate job to become an entrepreneur and live life on my own terms. In this video, I'm going to walk you through my thought process on how I made that decision and the exact strategy that I've used to transition from my unfulfilling 9-to-5 job to now having financial freedom, time freedom, location freedom to build my business that I love and actually creating a real impact. If you're new here, my name is Hamzah Salim. I help aspiring entrepreneurs create the life they want by mastering their mind. I make these videos because I hope they serve you in your journey to becoming the best version of yourself and creating the life of your dreams. Now let's dive into the video. Look, I want to keep it real. I'm not going to tell you any drama or horror stories about the corporate world, about how unfairly I was treated or how toxic the environment is. I'm not here to complain. Despite all of that, of course, my journey to leaving my corporate job was not easy. I start with a quick backstory that will give you the full context on why I did the things the way I did. My journey started in 2017. I remember reading The 4-Hour Workweek by Tim Ferriss, a book that really changed my perspective around finance, business, and entrepreneurship. And back then I was working as a shoe seller in a sports store. It was a low-paying job. I had great colleagues, but I knew I wanted more in life. I knew I had something to offer, but I didn't know what to do and how to get it. And I was reading more and more books about personal development and entrepreneurship, started to applying, and then I took the leap of faith and cold turkey quit end of 2019. This was the first time when I just quit my job without having another job lined up. And the reason then was I was kind of lost. I just wanted to figure out what I really want to do with my life. I started investing in courses, and it was a period in my life where I learned a lot of things very rapidly because I didn't have my job and could really focus all day on personal development and becoming better. So then 3 months later, we all know what happened. Early 2020, the pandemic hit, there were lockdowns, and I slowly ran out of my little savings that I had, and I had to apply to jobs again. So back then I knew which kind of direction I wanted to go. I knew that I wanted to be my own boss, so that would mean I need to build a business, and I looked at which skills do I need to acquire. And I was really interested in marketing and psychology, and I knew the value of learning those skills. And I applied to 60 marketing jobs, and I had no qualifications at all. And of course, no surprise, all rejected me. And time were running, and then my savings were gone. And I thought, okay, what's the second skill that will help me become a business owner in the future? And this was sales. And I had a little bit of experience in sales, even it was in a lower level. I'm not saying that to disrespect the people that work in those jobs, but there are levels into the sales game, and I knew that back then. So I applied for 2 sales jobs and got interviewed by both companies. And one company, we couldn't agree on the financial terms because back then I promised myself that even despite all the circumstances, all the lockdowns, all the pandemic, I will not take a job that will not pay me much higher than the job before. Of course, I was quite stubborn, but I had this goal in mind. And the second company we agreed, they paid even more than I expected. So this was the first lesson I learned, that the power of persistence. If you are persistent, if you have a goal and you persist, you will eventually get what you want. So with that little confidence boost, I started my corporate career in December 2020 in one of the biggest media companies in Switzerland as an outbound sales guy. I'm not gonna lie, the first 3 months were really hard. I didn't make any sales until the second month, and I was really not performing at the level that I should. And I started also doubting myself because on that time I was also starting my YouTube channel. You can look back then from December to February, I produced 13 videos while having a new job in a completely different level and different field. This was a time where I learned a really painful lesson, that sales is one of the most important skills, especially if you want to step a foot into the business world. So I came up with a new plan, and this was to stop my YouTube channel for a while so that I have more energy and focus more on honing my skills in sales, because my goal was to quit with enough cash reserves to go all in and build my business. So fast forward, things got way better. I started to close more deals, because outside of my job I was always into personal development and applying the stuff and becoming more confident. I found ways to be more effective with my time. I actually enjoyed becoming better at sales despite really not liking the environment, and I just couldn't fit in because my head was just in a different direction, but I knew this job was necessary for my long-term vision. So that's why I could endure the stress and the motivation. I found just ways to motivate myself. I set myself little goals and I always related it back to my vision. So I closed the deal, cool. What's the bigger deal that I can close? And then I got better and better. And by the end of 2021, I was one of the best performing sales guys in that company. And end of the year is always where the bonus structure will be calculated. Honestly, I got really lucky. The company got, let's say, a lucrative bonus structure that was unlimited in certain areas. Because I outperformed on my portfolio, I had the luxury to get a big bonus. So in April, I received the bonus and I quickly knew, okay, now it's time to quit because I have enough cash reserves. This time I took calculated risk. And this was the third lesson that I've learned. It really helps when you have at least 6 months of cash reserves, ideally even 12 months if you can, because then you have much more confidence, you have a longer time horizon, and you can take more risks. With that, I conclude this video. I really hope you found this video useful. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Let me know in the comments below what you thought about this video and which topics should I cover next. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. Peace.